The February jobs report just revealed a staggering loss of 92,000 positions, signaling that the AI-driven labor market collapse is no longer a prediction, but a present-day reality. While economists were optimistically predicting that the United States would add 60,000 jobs last month, the reality on the ground was a total reversal that sent the unemployment rate climbing to 4.4%. This is not just a seasonal dip or a minor market correction. For the first time, we are seeing the government and private analysts explicitly point to artificial intelligence as a primary driver for mass layoffs. According to data from Challenger, Gray, and Christmas, AI was the direct cause for nearly 5,000 job cuts in February alone. Since the start of 2026, over 12,000 people have lost their livelihoods specifically because a software model could do their work faster and cheaper. This shift represents a fundamental pivot in how corporate America operates. We are seeing tech giants eliminate tens of thousands of roles not because they are failing, but because they are redirecting billions of dollars away from human payroll and toward massive Nvidia chip clusters and AI data centers. The manufacturing sector has now been in a downward spiral for 15 consecutive months, losing another 12,000 jobs in the last report. Healthcare, which was previously the only sector keeping the economy afloat, shed 28,000 positions. As industry leaders like Jack Dorsey have noted, a smaller, leaner team powered by advanced AI tools is now considered more effective than a large traditional workforce. To understand the depth of this transition, we have to look at the latest observed exposure study from Anthropic. This research did not just speculate on what might happen in the future. It tracked 2 million real-world conversations to see exactly where AI is already performing professional tasks. The findings are sobering. In the computer and mathematical sectors, AI is now capable of assisting with or completely automating 94% of all work tasks. This has created what researchers call a death list for specific white-collar roles. At the top of this list are computer programmers, who face a 75% task coverage rate. Customer service representatives follow closely with 70% exposure, as large language models take over the front lines of consumer interaction. Data entry keyers and medical record specialists are seeing over 66% of their daily responsibilities automated. Market research analysts, wholesale sales representatives, and financial analysts are all hovering between 57 and 65% exposure. Even highly technical roles like quality assurance testers and information security analysts are seeing nearly half of their work being absorbed by autonomous systems. Finally, computer support specialists are seeing a 47% exposure rate as automated troubleshooting becomes the new standard. If you work in these fields, your career is no longer a guaranteed path. It is a collection of tasks that Claude and other models are already performing millions of times every single day. This leads to a phenomenon Anthropic describes as the closed front door. While we are not seeing a 20% unemployment rate yet, the damage is being done at the entry level. Companies are choosing a hiring chill over mass firing of senior staff. They are keeping the veterans who understand the company culture but are simply refusing to hire anyone new. For workers between the ages of 22 and 25, hiring in AI-exposed roles has plummeted by 14% since the launch of advanced generative models. Junior developer roles, graduate trainee positions, and entry-level analyst spots are being deleted from the budget because an AI can perform at the level of a fresh college graduate for a fraction of the cost. We are currently living through the Great Pause. While the theoretical exposure to AI is 94%, the actual real-world usage currently sits at about 33%. The only thing preventing a total labor collapse right now is a combination of legal restrictions, the need for human oversight in high-stakes decisions like medical refills, and the slow pace of corporate integration. However, as these barriers fall, the gap between theoretical and actual automation will close. Anthropic warns that we are currently in a period of transition where companies are testing the waters before fully committing to an AI-first workforce. This pause is the only reason the unemployment rate is not already in the double digits. Interestingly, there is a physical barrier that AI has yet to cross. Anthropic data shows that the more physical and manual a job is, the more insulated it remains from this specific wave of automation. Roles like cooks, motorcycle mechanics, lifeguards, and bartenders currently show 0% task coverage in the exposure index. This has created a strange economic irony. The software engineer who spent years earning a degree and now makes $200,000 a year is in significantly more danger than the plumber making $20 an hour. We are seeing a massive skill gap where the most educated workers are 4 times more likely to have their roles disrupted. As AI broadens the capabilities of generalists, the deep specialized skill sets that once took a decade to master are beginning to atrophy. We are rapidly moving toward a world where humans are no longer the doers of tasks, but rather the managers of AI systems. The February jobs report was a clear signal that the safety net of the healthcare and service sectors is no longer enough to mask the structural shift happening in the white-collar world. The AI-shaped hole in the labor market is finally visible to everyone, and the front door to traditional career paths is slamming shut for the next generation. This is not just a change in the job market, it is a change in the definition of work itself. We are watching the traditional ladder of corporate advancement being dismantled in real time as companies realize that entry-level labor is no longer a human requirement. We must prepare for a future where the value of a worker is measured not by what they can do, but by how well they can direct the machines that do it for them. As the front door to traditional career paths slams shut, the only remaining question is whether you are building the tools of the future or being replaced by them. Thanks for watching.